Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. So that's the first verse and chorus to Auld Lang Syne, which we've been singing this for 300 years plus. Originally, it was a poem in 1788, and it was according to the Scots Musical Museum. It's an ancient song, but Robert Burns was the first to record it to paper. Auld Lang Syne is a Scottish phrase. Essentially, it roughly translates for times lost, for old times, for old friends, old acquaintances, and we sing this. We'll be singing this. Today's the 30th. We'll be singing this tomorrow night, and there's many more verses to this. Unfortunately, I don't have the language down, and I'm not going to mutilate a proper Scottish bro, and so out of respect to them, I'm not going to do it. But the song is actually pretty easy to play. I found of course, just like any other song, there's many versions of it out there. This one is pretty darn easy way to play it. So without further ado, it's pretty simple. It's D, G, A7, and that's all of it. Okay, so but should starts out with a D. Should old acquaintance G be forgot, A7, and D be brought to G? Should D acquaintance A7 and G of A7 lang D? Okay, so that's pretty much the whole thing, and it's a repetitive, it's a repeat song. It's and it kind of tugs at you a little bit. Surprisingly, there's not more minor chords in it. Another version of it. Make a little noise doing it. Really, the main change was it was still the D. Should old acquaintance be forgot and D brought to G? Should D acquaintance A7 be forgot? That's where it changes, and it's an F sharp 7 and B minor. Days of E minor, A7, D. So that's a richer form of it. I find it kind of interesting. Between the two of them, I think I could get a really cool one going. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot? And because I didn't practice one as much. Day and days of old lang syne. And if you can get those chord changes there, down quickly, this is a really rich way of playing it. F sharp 7, B minor, E minor, A7, D. That fast. I actually had to work today, so I didn't get a lot of time to practice this. But for a simpler version, it's right here as D, G, A7. There's the song. So put this in your repertoire. You have till tomorrow night to learn it. And the simpler one, if you have these chords, simple open chords, D, G, A7. A7 is a little different for some people because you might not have seen it before if you're really new to guitar. You have the A, which is all 3 fingers pressing on it. Raise your middle finger and release that string right there. Release that number 3 string, and that turns into an A7. Okay, can you hear how that just kind of chimes? So that's the difference right there. Learn how to do that fairly quickly. It's not too tough because it's kind of an easy shift from an A7 with your index and middle finger playing the A7 here to shift down for the D. So put that in your toolbox. Learn that one. It's pretty easy. I'll leave a copy of it in the description below, as well as a link to the song. And I'll wish you a happy new year. I don't know if I'm going to get another video out tomorrow. I'm not a drinker, so probably won't be out partying. Besides which, Christmas tends to take all of my money. So that's how that goes. But Auld Lang Syne is any true Scotsman out there, correct me, or better yet, the whole words of everything. Play it, post it, post a link to it in the comments below of the whole thing in proper pronunciation, so the rest of us can hear it. So there it is, though. Auld Lang Syne. I'm looking forward to hear some of your renditions of it. Let's see what you got.